They're starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes, at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Shedding the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And his throw is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to run out of that one, and it's 3rd down. Pierce the intended target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Westbrook-Akine. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. 18-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Dowdle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Colts 7. First Boswell to kick off.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
21 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Back to Taylor on first down. Shreds the tackle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First and 10, Taylor now. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Brown. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley Cox as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Steelers 21, Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rico Dowdle with him Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 24, Jones. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They can't tackle it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, it's Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. He'll get this down to the 38. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Pierce. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that it's safe to say defensively the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Colts 21. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Steelers first down.
They run again with Dowdle. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle, 35 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10. Throwing Jones. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses.